Welcome to Treasures of Fullerton College. Today we'll be interviewing talented students on the way to success through various vocational programs. I'm your host, Angie Shepard, and our guest today is Don Ojanaka. How you doing today?
Doing great. It's finally a cool day, unlike last week, so
Right?
it's finally toning down.
Definitely. So, how long have you been at Fullerton College?
I've been in Fullerton for about 2 years now, so I'm a sophomore. Sophomore's long, but it's finally here.
And what are you studying?
I'm a broadcast journalism major, so just taking some journalism classes and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, what are you planning on getting an AA degree? Or are you planning on transferring?
Right now I'm focused. Pretty much right now I'm a transfer student, so I'm doing my 2 years and I'm trying to just head out. So and then from there it's gonna be pretty much bachelor's. So right now I'm just transferring and then trying to, transition into getting my bachelor's. So yeah.
Okay. So, where are you planning on transferring to? Because I know we have Cal State Fullerton down the street, or what school are you going to plan on going to?
I'm planning on transferring to Cal State Northridge, home of the Matadors. Woot woot.
Why? What makes you choose Northridge?
Oh, sorry. I chose Northridge because it's just a really good school. It's a young school. It's only been there for about 20 to 30 years. So I've always liked it, and it's because I'm a broadcast journalism major. It's next to a lot of companies, a lot of news companies like NBC, ABC, and it's just a great place to be at. San Fernando Valley is beautiful. So I just like ever since I went over there just to visit the campus and whatnot. I just had a connection with it more than I've had with Cal State Fullerton. So yeah.
Okay. So, what classes do you have to take at Fullerton College that help you or will prepare you for the transfer to Northridge?
Right now I'm taking just your usual just prerequisite classes because once I transfer I'm going to be in the upper division. So I'm just taking your usual 101 classes like journalism 101, journalism 110, and some classes to actually fulfill my general education needs. So yeah, just your usual prereq. So
Do you have any favorite classes so far?
my favorite class. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Right now it's human biology. I like it because of my teacher David Dorado. He's a really good professor, and I just like the subject about the body. I've always liked anatomy, so.
Okay, that's pretty different than what your major is.
Exactly. But yeah, that probably might be something that I might dabble in the future. But I like it. I just like it.
Okay. Well, why did you choose broadcast journalism as an actual major rather than a science major?
I chose broadcast journalism because I've always liked the camera, and I've always liked talking to people and getting their opinion on things and feedback. When I was in high school, I was always looking at the news, seeing what they were going to say, what they were going to talk about. At first, I was trying to be in sports, but that's oversaturated with actual people that have played pro sports. So I just like the camera, and I just like talking to people and seeing what they have to say.
So, do you want to go more into like news broadcasts, or is it just anything on camera?
Pretty much, yeah, anything on camera. I don't like being constricted to just one thing. So I just anything that that happens, just happens.
Okay, perfect. Well, we will continue our interview after this commercial break. We'll finish to Don Ojanaka.
Don't touch that dial.
Welcome back to Churches of Fullerton College. I'm your host, Angie Shepard, and my guest is Don Ojanaka. So before we went to commercial, I believe we were speaking about what part of broadcast journalism you want to go into. So was it the news or what side of broadcast journalism?
Pretty much like I said, anything. Like I said, I don't like being constricted to just one thing. So I want to branch out to all types, and whether it's sports or whether it's news, whether it's just anything, whether it's hosting, it just depends on what happens in the moment. I like to be in the moment, so
Okay.
it just depends. It just depends on what happens, you know.
Okay. Is there anything at Fullerton College, like any clubs or anything that help you maybe get better in like broadcast journalism or anything?
The prereqs, like I said, like say journalism. I'm taking a CRTV 129 right now, so that's broadcast news.
Okay.
That's focusing. I mean, it's focusing on radio, but it helps me with reading stories, with reading teleprompters, with just your basics when it comes to just broadcast journalism. So, and that's what prereqs are for. Just focus on the basics. So
Okay.
that's what I'm taking right now.
Definitely. Have you did anything outside of school that helps you, like with your major or your goal or for your career?
Well, when I was in high school, I was in ASB, and it was funny because they would have the news too, and I was reading with the news, and I always used to play with it, used to make it my own little thing, even though the principal didn't like that. But yeah, I was always doing that, and I've always done camera stuff for say church or just for school and church. So I've always liked the camera.
Okay.
So yeah.
So once you've completed here at Fullerton College and you go on to Cal State Northridge, get your bachelor's, what's next? Like, do you have any other plans or anything?
Wow, what's next for Don? What's next is I probably might double major, and it's crazy because I mean I'm not really too fond of school, but I mean if I had to take the 2 extra years, then I have to take the 2 extra years because I don't, like I said, I don't like to be constricted to just one thing. So I mean I might double major in maybe kinesiology when it comes to like human biology and stuff.
Okay.
So I mean, and that's 2 different ends of the
Exactly.
spectrum. But I mean, who knows? What could happen. So
See where life takes you.
exactly.
All right, so back to broadcast journalism. So I know you say you want to be on TV and everything, but in this new age, we have YouTube taking over television in a way. Do you have any plans of going on to YouTube, or have you started anything on YouTube or anything yet?
So it's funny. I wish, but right now, well, and I should, but right now, no. If it happens, I mean, if I'm not suitable for the big companies like ABC and NBC, why not? YouTube has just made so many opportunities for people. So why not branch out to YouTube and whatnot, make my own thing? But like I said, just all depends on what happens. But I like it because YouTube is bringing so many opportunities out. So who knows?
Who knows?
Exactly.
Do you have any inspirations?
Right now, my dad. My dad, he's the life of the party when it comes to most things. So I just like that he's the talkative person. Like he makes it seem like it's so easy to be on things like the camera or something. And he's not even a broadcast journalism major. So I just like him, and I love him. Love him, pops. But I just like what he does, and just he makes it just seem so easy.
Okay, thank you again. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. I would like to thank our guest, Don Ojanaka, for taking the time to talk with us. I'm your host, Angie Shepard, and this is Treasures of Fullerton College.